Hi guys, in this episode of Ray Decay, I'm gonna be reacting to the recent comeback of a pretty major girl group of the, I guess, late second generation and early third generation, that being APINK with their song Dilemma. But before we get into the reaction, I do want to ask you guys, are APINK still like a group? Because I've heard this comeback being referred to as like a special comeback or special release or something, and from what I've heard, like one of the members left the company, and the group is continuing a six-member group. So is she still in the group? I guess I'm gonna find out about that because I'll clearly see whether there are 6 or 7 members of the group. But I'm just a little confused on the specifics about this comeback. And I think I haven't reacted to APINK in a while, maybe like a year, 2 years? I don't know, it's been a while since I've reacted to them, so I'm pretty excited to get into it because I feel like their last couple of releases were actually pretty exciting and really interesting. So I'm curious what they're gonna come up with this time. So I guess without further ado, let's get into the song in 3, 2, 1. Okay, that hook is straight up from Mama Do's "Oh Ahead." It sounds exactly the same. I'm not saying that they're copying it or anything, it's just that hook is the exact same. They actually might end up releasing the better version of that kind of like hook, so who knows. Man, those outfits are awesome. Oh, I like this. I kinda like it. Like, it feels very iconic and epic, and I love it. Okay, I'm glad that the chorus sounds very different from Mama Do's "Who Ahead." Definitely seems like they kinda maybe started from the same point when creating the song with like the same hook, but went in completely different directions. So that's pretty cool. Because that hook is just the exact same. It's the exact same, like da 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 da. It's the exact same. I'm glad that I get two very different songs that do this kind of hook, or at least use it in some way in the songs, and they're both so good. Shouldn't really pay attention to how many members are there. Okay, so it's 6, so it's already without that member. They're still pretty good. Because I think like that member was like a pretty major member or like a pretty popular member. So I'm glad that it doesn't feel like there's somebody missing from the group, you know? Or maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. I don't really follow APINK that close, so I don't know. Because I think it also said on the Wikia page that she's still part of the group? I don't know. Oh, okay, so it is still 6 members, like she's still in the group. She's still in the group, she's just not at the company. Okay, that makes more sense. I'm really curious how exactly does that work though, because it is something that other groups have also gone through. Like Mamamoo also has the same thing with what was her name? Why am I blanking on it? Uh, God damn it! You know which member I'm talking about from Mamamoo. I'm just blanking about the name. It's just like on the tip of my tongue and I'm forgetting it. She also is not at the company anymore, but she's still part of the group. So I'm curious how exactly do they manage that? And also, why would you not want to be at the company but still want to be part of the group? Like, I really struggle to understand how exactly that works. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, so this was a pretty interesting release. It is very much along the lines of what they've been releasing for the past few comebacks, which I'm glad about because I really like their kind of like deep, emotional music that they've been releasing. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. I really like this kind of like retro sounding music that they've been releasing with the past few comebacks. Pretty much since I started doing videos on YouTube, is when they started doing songs like this, and I've been enjoying them. Like APINK might be the first ever group that I've ever heard in K-pop, because I swear to God, back in like 2012, 2013, or whichever year the song No 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 was released, I swear to God, I watched a meme of like a cat replacing the part of No 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 in like a certain comedian show that used to air in my country, but as far as I know, doesn't anymore. And I swear I heard that meme of the song back then, but I don't remember whether No 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 was released in like 2012. I think that was their debut song, but correct me if I'm wrong. Because that would make it the first ever K-pop song that I've ever heard, because the other thing that everybody in the world heard afterwards was like Gangnam Style. So yeah, APINK are a pretty important group to me, because even after, if we ignore that, they are one of the first K-pop groups that I ever heard back when I became a K-pop fan in 2016, with the song No No No. So I do like them a lot, but they haven't been like my most favorite group or anything, but I do really like the song, and we're obviously gonna react to it the second time. This time I'm gonna try to pay more attention to it. I'm sorry that I didn't pay that much attention to the first watch, because I'm just feeling a little pain in my stomach, which I don't know where that came from, so that is kind of distracting me a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna try to pay more attention on the second listen, so let's go again in 3, 2, 1. I really like this part here. I love their emotional songs, man. I really like how they reinvented themselves into this style. And that pre-chorus is really good. In my opinion, it's the best part of the song. Okay. Honestly, this was pretty good. I know that I'm not like super enthusiastic, and maybe I wasn't too focused on the songs, but like I said, I'm just all of a sudden having like a pretty decently strong pain in my gut, which is kind of distracting me a little bit. And I'm gonna be taking a break after I do this video, but I have to finish it. So yeah, I honestly enjoyed it. It does feel a little kind of unengaging, and like it goes on for a while, but it is an enjoyable song for what it is. It is a very emotional song, and I really like it. I really like the vibe. I really like the music video. I really like the outfits of the girls. But yeah, I think definitely I'll end up listening to it, but like I said, it's just not like the most exciting song, is I guess another way to put it. It's not a bad song, I do genuinely really enjoy it, but it's just not the most exciting song, and considering the fact that I'm a little tired, and the fact that I'm still a little sick, just kind of prevented me from really focusing on it too much, and kind of made me a little distracted, but I did really enjoy this one. Hell, I'm even gonna give it like a pretty high score of like a 9.4 out of 10. And I'm gonna say this, I'm actually interested in checking out some B-side from APINK, because they're a pretty good group. Like, I've enjoyed them quite a lot, both in their original style and in their current style. So I'm curious to check out some B-side from them. So if you guys have any B-sides you want me to check out that you think could be really interesting, or specifically some albums that could be really fun, like maybe what you consider their best album, comment down below and let me know that there is a demand for a reaction like that, and I'll probably do it. But yeah, it's really up to you whether you want to see that or not. So yeah, I don't know. And maybe even this, if it comes with an album or any B-sides, I would be definitely interested in checking it out. So comment that down below. But yeah, before we end this video though, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 3 patrons on Patreon: Omar Bridgman, Vetpool, and Sanchez. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me that you have decided to support me, you have continued to support me for such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And now, before we end this video, I just want to talk about something to you guys very quickly. Which some of you may or may have not noticed before or know about me, that being the fact that I am trans. And yes, this may come as shocking to some of you, because I don't really flaunt it that much on my channel, or at least I feel like I don't. Outside of like my K-pop reactions, which is where I feel like the most comfortable being myself like this. And yeah, I am in fact trans. I'm not necessarily full-on male to female, but I heavily want to transition to being pretty female. I do consider myself more non-binary though, or maybe gender fluid would be the best descriptor as well, because I do have occasional moments where I feel fine
being like just a normal guy, but most of the time, like right now, I do feel very dysphoric. And that's why I'm asking you guys for any help that you can give me, because my situation right now, I don't really see any way outside of you guys' help. Because, and this is gonna be kept short and concise, I live with my parents. They're never going to accept me as a trans person. They just never will. And as a matter of fact, back when I started the YouTube channel, I was actually kind of slightly starting my transition back then, with like starting to grow out my hair. I even got to DIY HRT, but because my parents started noticing certain things, like my behavior had changed a lot and my clothes had changed a lot, I kind of had to stop doing that, because they were constantly nagging me about cutting my hair, and just started to kind of be threatening in a certain way, and felt like they were ashamed of me and everything. And that kind of stress just tired me out to the point where I just gave up. But as dysphoria goes, it just doesn't go away, you know. I still feel like this, and in fact, it's somewhat been intensifying again recently, so I just wanted to share this with you guys. And again, I would really appreciate any amount of support you can give me in regards to this, because I just don't see any way out of this. Because even if I moved out of my parents' house and got myself a job and everything, that's just not gonna work for long-term planning, because once I transition, it's like I probably will not be able to get myself a job, because my country is very transphobic. Nobody gives a shit about LGBT people at all. So there's not even much I can do even in terms of transitioning here. So yeah, I don't know. I just would appreciate any amount of support you can give me, be it monetarily or in any way otherwise. And this is not about boosting my channel or anything, or guilt tripping you with my sob story. I just wanted to get this off my chest and make my subscribers aware of the situation that I am in, and that I would appreciate anything that you guys can help me out with. It would mean literally everything. Like, for example, a friend that I made after starting this YouTube channel, my good friend Yuri, has been helping me out a lot. And I genuinely might have not been here if it wasn't for him showing up and befriending me. So yeah, this just went a little bit longer than I intended, but I would just really appreciate anything you can support me with. That's kind of ultimately what I'm trying to say.
And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description to my Twitter if you don't follow me over there, and to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you don't enjoy my stories or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where you can pledge your support and help the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do it, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think this is pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!